So I just reread Children of the Nameless by Sanderson because it's actually one of my favorite fantasy books. It's not a Warhammer novel, but bear with me here, because not only is it really cool, you can also download it for free, as it was released as a free book to celebrate the Magic the Gathering anniversary a couple years ago. Don't worry, you don't need to know any Magic the Gathering lore to read this book, so just Google Children of the Nameless and you'll find free download links everywhere. Without further ado, let's get on with the review. So the premise is this. The story takes place on Innistrad, which is a Gothic-inspired realm filled with all the classic monsters like werewolves, demons, ghosts and vampires. The humans used to be able to rely on the angels to protect them, but mostly they have gone insane and started embracing the humans can die if they're already dead mentality. All in all, a really exciting and grimdark setting. In Children of the Nameless, we follow a young girl, Tasenda, who is the last remaining survivor from her village, as everyone else has been murdered by a mysterious entity. Initially, she expected the mysterious landlord Davriel of this, but as it becomes clear that he didn't do it, they set off together to solve the mystery. Now the reason why you want to read this book is the characters. Especially Davriel Kane, the landlord, is amazing. To get an idea of who he is, while Tasenda wants to solve the mystery in order to get justice and maybe to get a shot at resurrecting the people from her village, Davriel is somewhat more pragmatic. The villagers made his favorite tea, so their death is just really inconvenient. On top of this, it's just such a fucking hassle to repopulate an entire village. It would take years before their production would be at an acceptable rate again. But it doesn't just stop there, as our lazy anti-hero has an entire retinue of demons bound to his command. And these aren't just stereotypical minions with a name, they all have their own mannerisms and stories. I can almost guarantee that you'll love them. The world building too is superb, with great attention to detail. For an example, Davriel managed to bind all of these demons to him by promising them his soul via contract. But as you'll see in the book, all of these contracts contain loopholes that allow Davriel to keep his soul intact while still having some devil to make his tea. The various magic systems are also fully worked out, from the singing powers of Tasenda to the spell-stealing powers of Davriel. They all make sense and are carefully incorporated into the novel so that they feel fair to the reader. Another plus is the humor. Whether it is the demons begrudgingly defending their master, Davriel's unbelievably lazy attitude, or the absurdity of Davriel using a succubus as a bookkeeper, the book tosses in just enough humor so that it's a great read without losing all seriousness and emotion. Because don't get me wrong, this book isn't really a comedy. There's also some very sad scenes in there, together with some thought-provoking quotes. For these as well, there's just the right amount in the book to make it great. It's quotable, but not a one-liner parade, and it's emotional, but no YA emo-face cry novel. The only problem I have with the book is that the ending felt a bit rushed, but overall I'd say that the plot was still pretty decent. Maybe it has to do with the weird length of this novel. 200 pages falls in this weird gap between novel and novella. In that regard, I'd compare this novel most to Aaron Dembski-Bowden's books. Great fun, with a bit of everything, but the overall plot is somewhat forgettable. All in all, I definitely recommend this book to everyone who is at all into fantasy. Amazing memorable characters, superb world building, humor, emotion, and for my Warhammer viewers, a grimdark setting. This book has it all. Combine this with Sanderson's writing style and you get a real page turner. Also keep in mind it's free, so if you have an evening free, make sure to download it and give it a read. Anyway, that's what I got for you today.
If you like this video, please consider subscribing and click ringing the bell to appease the Great Horned Rat. For more lore content, please check my main channel and leave any book recommendations in the comments down below. I gotta get back to reading the next book.